Hi, this is Abhishek Raval from expresscomputer.in. Today we have Shri Anup Purohit. He is the Chief Information Officer of Yes Bank. He is going to talk about various aspects of digital and information technology and how it is empowering the customers of Yes Bank. So thank you, Anup, for joining.
My pleasure.
So Anup, if you can start off with, as far as artificial intelligence is concerned, the much talked about thing. What are the initiatives that are being taken by Yes Bank, and how is it empowering the customers as well as employees and various stakeholders?
So, artificial intelligence and machine learning are commonly used word nowadays, but obviously to really make use of these technologies, you need to have a two-prong approach. The first is to ensure that you have a right data lake solution wherein all your metadata and all your customer related information is centralized available in particular data lake. The second part of it is obviously you need to ensure that you are tagging your data accordingly so that you are able to make use of those data tags repetitively. That's the second part of it. And then you use the machine learning algorithms on top of those data sets and data tags for you to derive the artificial intelligence out of it. Now, in this journey, Yes Bank, I would say the leg one, which is the data lakes, we are done with it. We have a huge setup of Hadoop and Cloudera combination in the bank. Second step of data tagging and ensuring that the entire data is available in the data lake. We are almost done, but it's going to be a continuous process because you will have to continuously feed in data, create new data tags and do. The third leg is to build the algorithms on top of it. Now, there are various algorithms which can be built on this. So, lots of people want to reuse something what Google has done. So, Google has WordVac, and likewise Stanford University has something called as a global vector. So, we rather than reinventing everything, we use Globe, which is a Stanford University algorithm, to build our machine learning algorithms on top of, or the models on top of that. And we've been able to do that successfully in multiple cases. So one of the recent one which we are running in a CUG is the entire voice banking for the customers based on machine learning. So it's not only a simple voice command based banking, but it uses machine algorithms, machine learning algorithms to do the banking transaction and improve the customer experience. Just to give you a simple example, if I want to pay out my driver's salary, I will just say pay my driver's salary. Alexa, pay my driver's salary. So Alexa will talk to my machine learning engine, and my machine learning will find out, okay, this is Anup Purohit, is talking to this Alexa ID and is associated with this customer number and this account, and in this account these are the transactions made, and from that transaction it will analyze that every month end this is the common payout, wherein maybe the description is saying driver's salary for that month. So it will come and pop me up, okay, this is what we have got. Is this your driver you want to pay? When you say yes, it will through a security channel it will validate and it will pay out. So we are trying to see how we can improve the customer experience in there are multiple. You want to pay your electricity bill, you just need to make a voice commands and it will transition. This is the latest one which we have built, the entire machine learning, the voice banking using the machine learning algorithm. Likewise, there are multiple use cases which we have on this.
And as far as having a bank which is completely digital in nature, that's what we are trying to build at Yes Bank, which is very pioneering kind of a thing. I know globally there are institutions. What has been the progress on that front?
So ideally, when you want to reach to a complete digital platform wherein you are able to, I would say, reimagine your current banking products and services and kind of digitize them in a customer self-service mode. That is the journey which we have onboarded it. I would say we have reached a significant progress in that area. We automated, we have digitized our customer account opening forms. Our payment is 100% digitized. We've been one of the leaders in the payments part in digitizing it. And this is going to be a continuous journey, as I said. the topic which I'm going to have right now, they're talking about phygital, wherein India as a country will continue to be phygital. They would want a physical presence as well as the digital experience on them. So we as a bank are continuing with both the approaches, but yes, digital platform is a continuous process which we are working on. We are picking up products by products, services by services, and porting it onto the digital platform.
Yeah, so talent is an important aspect when you're trying to build a bank which is futuristic and which will adopt emerging technologies. So what are your efforts in terms of developing talent? Which is, so one part of it is hiring talent from outside, one part of it is upskilling, reskilling the talent internally.
So we have both the approaches. We have both the approaches in place. Approach number one is we kind of get kids from their third year of engineering or third year of BITS or IITs. We get them in third year. We give them the projects and we give them the flavor of when, because in this institute they are academics, and when they work with us for those 2 months in this third year, they get a real professional thing. So by doing that, we have something, if the kids are sharp and we want them to onboard, we give them something called as a pre-placement offers as well, need basis, and we try and get them onto, after they complete their fourth year, we get them onto, so we get them onto fourth year also for their, so this is how they get a stickiness with the bank from their academics period itself. So we bring them and we develop those talents, because in today's world you can't hire data scientists, they are countable numbers. You need to develop them because they need to understand your domain, you need to understand your data structures for them to, nobody will come ready made to give you a day one productivity, so you have to develop them. So that's the first key area which we are working with our human resource department to ensure that we develop resources, which is the kids coming out from the colleges. Second is we have the training available for our own technology team. Not only technology, but from the operations, from the products, we actually get them together and we make them a digital evangelist to ensure we train them up, and then we let them run the digital project. And obviously the last channel is to hire people from outside which we can get in the market. So we have all the three prong approach which we follow.
Okay, just one last question on, you were talking about phygital. So as far as phygital is concerned, many banks, no, there is a perception in the market that bank branches will be phased out over a period of time. What has been the case at Yes?
Not really. So as I said, India as an economy will continue to be phygital. So wherein, yes, the number of branches may open less, but branches are not going to go away in any near future. It's because the Indian customers, they want to have a look and feel where their money is kept. While they assume that the money is kept in the branch, it may not be kept in the branch, but that's when they see the branch in front of them, somebody coming in, walking out, that the trust which they have, and that trust factor also plays a part of their customer experience. So they want to have the physical branch. They may do a banking on the digital, but they still want to have a physical presence. So India will continue to be in the banking sector a phygital economy for a long time.
Okay. And we also spoke about, a very important aspect of banking, which is, very natural, lifestyle banking. So can you elaborate more on the 4 pillars and lifestyle banking?
So as I said, to reach a digital nirvana, you need to have your entire strategy in place. Now when I say strategy, it has a multiple, it's easier said that there are 4 pillars, but it's much more than that. We've been fortunate in terms of we are not an old age bank, we always were a digital native. I won't say digital native, but already we don't have that much of legacy as compared to our peer banks or the other PSU banks which they have. But we were very clear in terms of setting up of our digital roadmap that we need to ensure that we need to have the hygiene factor first. When I say hygiene factor first is, yes, digital will come in, but your base, your platform, your foundation has to be robust. And when I say foundation, it doesn't only mean your data center, but it has lots of elements built in it, which is taken as a hygiene. Your data centers, your core infrastructure of technology, your banking applications, your data warehousing strategy, your API banking strategy, your robotics platforms, your workflow solutions, your business aligned technology solutions. While this is a single pillar, but it has more than, I would say, hundreds of different platforms and technologies which needs to be put in place to take care of your scale with which business will grow. Because when you reach a digital, your scale is not going to be 1x 2x, it is going to be 10x or 100x in terms of the growth. So you need to design your platforms in that manner. I wouldn't say you design it for 100x, but you design it wherein you are able to upgrade in a smaller period of time rather than doing that. So that's the first pillar which we focus on. That's the hygiene we call. It's a backbone to build your digital strategy. The second is obviously the digital reach, which I mentioned. Digital reach primarily means that we have to have a digital channel to reach out to new customer base. As I mentioned, when you open up a branch, you have a target audience that's a 10 to 12 kilometer of that range, because that's the only area of customers who will physically come and open an account with you. But when you open up your digital channel, you have now a target audience or your target customers which is now across the country. They can avail your product, avail your services using the digital channel. So that digital strategy, the channel strategy, is going to be key. When I say digital channel strategy, all my mobile platforms, how I'm going to provide what kind of product and services onto that platform, my web portals, what I'm going to provide onto those channels, strategy, my IVR channel, and the channels are now keeping on increasing. Now even your Siri is a channel, your Alexa is a channel, your Google Assistant is a channel, and everybody now wants to probably use that also, and probably something new may come up in near future. So your channel strategy has to be pretty robust and agile also to accommodate new channels in that. The advantage of that is once you open up new channels, your reach to the new customer or to service the existing customer has increased. So that is the second biggest pillar which we need to have in place. And as a bank, probably I would say we have reached in terms of 75 to 80% of maturity in that level. The third is the product suite, the digital product suite. So bank has today, as I said, more than hundreds of products which we sell, whether it's a savings account, you have 10 variants in savings account, your current account, you have 15 different variants of current account, you have term deposits, you have multiple credit cards and loans, and even in loans you have auto clear. So you have hundreds and hundreds of product and services which today are provided to the customer using the physical channel. And all these services, intent is to move it onto the digital channel. It's easier said than done. There are some services which we are able to port 100%. As I said, payment, we are the leaders in that area. Whether it's a UPI or AEPS or BBPS or IMPS, we are the leader in that area, in that payment channel. We have digitized everything, and we are able to take a scale on that as well. But in the other areas, it's a journey. So opening up a saving account, yeah, we are there. What about the opening up of current account? Yes, it's in journey, it's in progress. Opening up a fixed deposit on a robotic channel or a chatbot, it is there on that. So different products are at a different level of digital maturity is what I would say in that. So that's the third pillar of a digital suite which we call. And obviously the fourth one is the nirvana, which we call as 100% digitally ready, which means all your products, all your services are 100% available on the digital channel. That's the nirvana stage. And obviously to achieve that, you need to bring experience to the customers, and those experience, as I said, lifestyle banking was the key one, which we still feel it's going to be the future. In terms of the next generation, they would want to have a lifestyle banking. They may wake up in the morning and they want to talk to Alexa for doing some banking transactions. They want to open up an Insta to call up their cab for leaving out to the colleges or to the workplaces. When they are sitting in the cab, they want to use the mobile. They don't want to use voice in the cab. Once they reach their destination, whether they want to use a laptop or an iPad or a mobile to carry out the transaction. So it's a lifestyle from morning till evening. And we need to ensure that as a bank, we are present in their entire journey. That's where we will be able to give them an experience. If we expect them to come to the Yes Bank application app to do the transaction, then it may be once in 15 days. But if you expect Yes Bank to be present in their daily journey, then Yes Bank has to integrate with all their business applications, and their business applications, we know what are they. They are Insta, Snapchat, Google Assistant, or Alexas, or nowadays probably you never know, Netflix, you may want to integrate your banking application on Netflix, because today most of the kids are on either Netflix or on Prime Video. You may want to integrate your banking over there and give them the experience in that channel as well. So that's the lifestyle banking which we are talking about. And again, there is no fixed destination wherein say if you've done that you achieved the digital nirvana. It's not going to be there. Something or the new will come up. It's a continuous journey which will continue to be on and on.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.